You just had a special guest show up to the track, thinking thinking he can show speed to you, but I think you show speed to him.
Everybody want to run. Everybody want to be fast.
How did that all come apart? Like, did he just hit you up saying like, "Yo, let's race 50"? Like,
not so. I was already shooting a video with Mr. Beast, and after I was done with my video, we were kind of just chopping it up, talking. And he was like, "Yeah, I know. Like, Speed wants to race." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "One day we could race." And he's like, "Well, I gotta give him a call, and so we give him a call, and he's like, "I think he's on streaming, and you're not gonna answer." So we like called him like 3 times. He's like, "Why is Mr. Beast trying to call me?" So we called him, and he's like, "Hey, bro, like, look what I got here." I'm like, "Yo, what's good, bro?" And he's like, "Yo, no, you gotta race me. You gotta race me." I'm like, "Where at, bro?" It's like, where you at now?" I'm like, I'm in Orlando." He's like, "Where are you?" "I'm in Miami." I'm like, "Bro, come on down." Like, a 4-hour drive. I'm like, if you slow.
He took the 4-hour drive.
He took a 4-hour drive that day. It was
committed.
It was like
I did not know that.
It was 1 p.m. when we called him,
and it was about dark when y'all raced.
It was about because the sun was starting to get down. Yeah. So he got there about like 7 o'clock, 6:45, 7 o'clock.
Damn.
So yeah, he gets to the track.
I gotta give him that. That's commitment right there.
Yeah. So he gets to the track. I said, "You want to warm up?" He's like, Nah, I don't need to warm up."
Bro did a backflip. That was his warm up.
Well, it's funny. I told him to do the backflip.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like we were starting, and I do my jump, and he tried to mimic me. I'm like, no, don't do that. Do a backflip. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the backflip. He's like, all right, let's start it over. And what's funny is like the whole time, like he's hyping up his people in his car. So before he got there, he was like getting a bunch of followers, and this is like my first time really seeing a streamer like go at it. Like, you can hear him in the car. He's like getting excited and getting amped and getting them amped. And you like, there's like, all right, he's at 600,000. Like, it's like, we got to move now. Like,
he streamed. Did he stream the race on his page?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
We streamed the whole thing. The whole thing was live.
Damn.
Yeah. So, he comes out and he's like, "Oh yeah, what's good, man?" I was like, "Yo, what's good?" He's like, "All right, how are we doing this?" I'm like, "So we're going to run 100. And we had already talked about it over the phone when he was driving up. He's like, "We're going to run 100. And it's like, I was like, "You might need some spikes. Here, I brought you a pair." He's like, "What size are you?" Like, "Yeah, I'm a size 9. All right, yeah, here's a size 9 spikes because we wear the same size.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, "Bet." He's like, "Oh yeah, bet." He's like, "Yeah, like, these feel good. I'm like, yeah, they do, right?" They're like, "You want to use blocks?" He's like, I don't really know how to use those." I'm like, "I can teach you." He's like, No. It's like, "Are you going to use them?" I was like, I can, but I don't have to." It's like, "All right, I'm going to use them, but you don't use them." "Okay."
Even worse.
No. You don't use them, and I won't use them. I'm like, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So how did he get to 50?
So we're getting closer to the actual race, and he's looking down the 100-meter straightaway. He's
far,
like,
huh?
"Yeah, it's kind of far.
He knew.
And I could see him thinking, trying to like come up with 150 excuses in his head. And I'm like, I don't need him backing out of this race. Like, we already took the drive. We already got to commit. But I also know that people are going to want to make it. They don't want to see a blowout. Because, I got Coach B in the back like, "You need to make sure it's 100, and you need to put this man in the dirt." In my head, I'm like,
Coach B wanted
that's not good TV.
100 grand. He wanted to cut it 100 grand.
But I'm like, that's not entertaining, Coach. Like, people are going to see that and be like, "Oh, well, like, that's all right." But if I make it 50, I can make it close enough to where I don't have to try as hard, but I can still make it close so that people are like,
according to Speed, you tried really hard.
Everything looks really hard.
He dropped the whole video clip.
Oh yeah, I saw his video clip.
Slow and everything. He's like, "Look at this man's face. He's trying.
He's trying." And then guess what? He put it a few frames more, and I look at him. He's like,
"Yeah.
Oh, I might have messed up."
Yeah.
Oh man, no, that was priceless. I was laughing so hard when he freeze froze that thing when I looked at him, because I knew that somebody was eventually going to catch that, me looking at him.
Yeah.
And they would be like,
you not only looked at him though, you started like high stepping too.
Oh,
like,
I threw my arms around, because again, if I finish the race by beating him so bad, nobody's going to want to see a rematch.
Yeah, because
nobody's going to want to come back.
That's what they expect,
And you know what? And I already knew that the headline is going to be Speed almost beats Noah. Then what's the next headline? How is Noah gonna beat Tyreek Hill?
Here we go. Tyreek, you're next, brother.
So now people think that Tyreek might actually have a chance. no matter if it's actually true or not.
Yeah.
Did you guys, you got anything set up for that? Or is it in the works? We're going to have to find out in the next couple of episodes.
I got some news coming.
You hear that, chat?
I got some news coming. You
hear that,
definitely gonna want to stick around for the next few episodes. I promise you that.
Chat, we're cooking, chat. We're cooking,
We
chat.
got something good.
We putting in the spices now. We've been, the pot has been on, the water's been boiled. Like we put
Chat,
in
we're cooking.
the spices now.
We're
Like,
cooking, chat.
Yeah, that's going to be good, man.
It's
I think
gonna
that's
be
going to be good.
Nah, yeah, you guys are definitely gonna want to stay tuned to these next few episodes. I'm telling you, every time that we get together, new information is gonna be coming out. Like it's. We
should get Speed on the podcast to break down the race.
Ooh,
between you and him.
I like it.
I want to hear both sides.
And then when you race Tyreek and spank him too,
he's next.
We'll bring him on.
We'll bring him on and watch film.
Yeah. Watch film.
Watch
film. Watch track film.
I'm looking forward to that, Noah. I really am. I mean, I think that's going to be not just for track and field, but I think it's going to open up a lot of eyes to really, you know how we always, well, not we, you know how everybody else always says football and track speed, da. So yeah, you got my attention. I tell you that.
If we have an undercard, would you race?
What do you want me to do?
I'll do it.
I mean, I've seen you run a 50 or 60. I have not seen you run a 60 yet.
My man ran 9.9. He good?
Dude, I ran 10-0, bro. Come on,
I thought you ran 9.9. My fault, bro.
Damn, man.
My fault. I'm trying to help you out.
Shoot.
I'm a 10-0 guy.
Yeah, I'll race undercard.
Shoot.
All right. Who would you race? Who do you race?
I'm calling Christian Coleman out.
Oh, you're good.
No. It has to be track versus other sports.
Oh, Marlon.
So
Humphrey.
like a DK
Marlon
Metcalf.
Humphrey.
Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon can do it. That's Marlon.
Marlon was a hurdler.
Marlon was a hurdler.
I was on the same World Youth team
with
in 2013.
Yeah.
Donetsk. I was there too.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Marlon, we're talking, Christian versus like Xavier Worthy in a 40.
Yes. I would want to see that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I would actually really want to see that.
Coleman. I'm gonna take all the track heads, but Coleman can do no wrong in my eyes. Never. He could
Christian would spank you, brother.
Yeah, he would. But that's part of the game. If I lose, I'm losing from the GOAT.
I guess. So.
I'm losing from
one
the
of the
GOAT.
greatest starters of all time.
Hey, and
truly is.
Guess who the second greatest starter of all time
Me?
is? You just said you a 10-0 guy.
On a bad day. We talk about having bad days. That was my bad day. But nah, that's truly exciting, bro. But
yeah,
that's
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, we got some exciting things for you guys to see.
So Grant, would you race DK Metcalf?
Of course.
Would you take him in the 40?
Of course.
You want to tell him that?
DK, you probably don't know me. I'm a huge fan. You on my fantasy, so keep doing your thing, bro.
Suck up. Stop blazing this man.
But hey, let's do it, man. If Noah's gonna do Tyreek, and if we can get Coleman, Xavier Worthy, I'll take the undercard with you. I think it'd be good. Now, when you line up next to me, I might look like a little boy, but we gotta see what the speed's like.
That'd be
exciting. You gotta see what the
exciting.
speed's like.
What would the format be? I feel like it would be good to like do it at like at the All-Star weekend.
I'm already giving too much information. I want to give more, but the best I can say is it would be very Mike Tyson, Jake Paul type.
It would be cool
event.
to do a crossover at Pro Bowl though. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying.
Oh, that smile says
Pro
it all.
Bowl,
There you go.
listen,
That
NFL
smile says it
execs.
all. That smile
If
says
you're
it all.
listening, NFL execs, track crossover at the Pro Bowl.